What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Let me pose this question to everybody, man, and I just want y'all to keep it 100 with me, man. Shouts out to my guy, Troy William from the 1UF Night Court, man. This came from Path because he brought something to my attention. He was like, Truth, you do know co-hosts don't really laugh in battle rap. Why don't co-hosts really laugh in battle rap? That stuff seems to not never really works. It didn't work for a lot of people in battle rap. So why do you think that is? And I just had to think about that because I didn't never really pay no attention until I actually started thinking about it. Like, hold on, let me see who all had co-hosts but don't have them no more. And why is that so? So I got to thinking, like, okay, I do remember Three Letter Man used to be with Angry Fan. They ain't together no more. And I remember Three Letter Man used to also be with Timbo, the white guy. They not together no more. I remember also Angry Fan had Wing as a co-host. That's not the case no more. Black Compass, that's not the case no more. He had the other guy too. That wasn't the case no more. He had another person too. That wasn't the case no more. Then we had Black Compass, Polo gone. I mean, not Polo. Drizzy gone. Rome DMV ended up leaving. Rome DMV was the co-host of them first. That didn't work out. Drizzy left. That didn't work out. What else we had? Harlem Legend and Quad. That didn't work out. I had me and Julian. That didn't work out. Let me see who else. Piper Boy never had a co-host. Jay Black and Butterfly. That didn't work out. Damn. Tech offed himself. That didn't work out. Damn, that is crazy, man. That is crazy, man. That don't seem to work out. Why don't co-hosts work out in battle rap? Why is that? It could be a lot of reasons. Jealousy sometimes play a big part in a lot of these things. People tend to want to take over the spotlight. They get envious of the person that's in position who brought them on board. Sometimes the person who brought them on board, they could be at fault too. Sometimes people can get beside themselves and things like that. You know, a lot of things going to the factor of that though. I wish it wasn't that way though. I wish that brothers when they make agreement to come together and if you that the love be real. I wish the love was real. I wish the love was real. I wish the respect was real. So real that brothers could maintain a healthy friendship with one another and know how to network, know how to build. But I mean, let's just get back to reality. That's just not the real world. And it happens like that a lot. And usually when you're dealing with alpha males, they really don't really last too long together because that pride and arrogance get to setting in, which brings and lead to stubbornness. And as a result of being stubborn, you become stuck in your ways that you want to find ways by which you could disconnect yourself in a pursuit or attempt to prove or show that you may be better or that, you know, you don't want to be in the shadow of someone else. A lot of things come and play right there. And I know the enemy play with a lot of people's mind. I be seeing it all the time. Like when I be having co-hosts, you know what I'm saying? And like even with my co-host I got now and Sister Just, you know, I love the fact that I brought her on board. You know what I'm saying? I know she a woman, so she delicate. And I know I have to be gentle with sis because I know she, as a woman, relate more on an emotional level, you know, while men deal mainly in logic. And the reason why I love having her on board is because she do have a relationship with God. And that's that balance that I believe we both need to keep us afloat and to keep us on a respectable level to one another, even though we bump heads. And even when we bump heads, it's kind of good to some degree because it's good for the show. It's good for entertainment at that time. But overall, the balance is the respect and love we have for each other as a result of the love and respect we have for God. So that's the balance that keeps us afloat, I believe, you know. But many times when I had co-hosts, I used to always just make sure that they was mindful. I would always try to respect them. I would always try to, you know, encourage them and never try to use my position in a way to make them seem little or small, or never try to make them feel like they didn't belong. I never did that type of stuff, you know. And I never let money come in between us in any type of way, you know. But for the most part, people who I helped and people who I showed love to ended up being the one backstabbing and betraying me. You know, a person can never say that Battle Truth crossed them or I did them wrong or no, you can't say that because that's not true. That's not true. I'm one of those type of persons that if I love you, I love you. If I respect you, I respect you. If I call you a friend, I intend on being your friend. I'm not looking to hurt you. I'm not looking to use you. I'm not looking to tear you down. I accept you as a friend because I understand the meaning of friendship and how important it is and how this world, you never know. In this world, you never know who you're going to need. The same people you meet going up, you meet coming back down. Laugh now, cry later. So I never wanted to put myself in a position by which I would have to regret anything. And even though, you know, people have betrayed me and backstabbed me, the thing about it is I understand it because it comes with life. Jesus was betrayed and backstabbed. So what makes me think I could avoid it? I just thank God I lived to tell because a lot of people don't come out of those things. Sometimes when people get snaked, backdoored, hated, plotted on, sometimes it ends up in them losing their lives. So I even take that lesson as a blessing. That even in the backstabbing and the double crossing and betraying, that I live to tell. That I live to tell. It shouldn't be that way, but the world we live in, we definitely conditioned to hate. We definitely jealous and envious of one another. And I wish it wasn't so, but it is so. And I see a lot of co-hosts don't really work because sometimes people in the power struggle of positions because it's no genuine love, because it's no genuine friendship, because the motives and intention behind wanting it to join anyway or agreeing to be partners anyway. All those things are factored in. All of it. And what was in the dark always come to the light. You know, I wish it could be better than that. I wish we could do better as a people. But we live in a world where there's just a lot of shifty, dirty, grimy backstabbing, jealous, envious people. That these things always ends up being so. If you look up the history of the mob, how do all mob bosses come to play? Backstabbing the other boss. Backstabbing the other boss. A cross ain't nothing but a double cross. Shouts out to my guy Bad One for that saying. A cross ain't nothing but a double cross. Man, I used to watch Gangland all the time. Y'all remember Gangland? I used to watch Gangland all the time, and every episode ends up the same. It's like a true documentary history of mob and gangs of the world. Always end up the same. Somebody from the inside double crossing. Somebody from the inside you let get close, you trusted in. That's what betrayal is. That's what it means. That's what backstabbing is. You let somebody in who you once thought was genuine, authentic, stand up, real dude, or and sometimes, man, they tend to start out that way. And then they end up another way. Sometimes money change a lot of people. Sometimes pride and arrogance change a lot of people. It's a lot of things factor in the way a lot of things end. And for the most part, if you ain't blood relatives with somebody, it may end up being messed up for you. Like, I'm just keeping it real. When you taking chances with friends and people that's not blood, you are always at a higher risk. You are always at a higher risk. But when you're dealing with family and blood, even though they can betray you and will betray you, for the most part, you stand a more likely way to succeed without having to worry about somebody ending your life because it's actually family. They may take from you, they may hate on you, but for the most part, they ain't trying to kill you or get rid of you. Some people, jealousy runs so deep, they would rather you dead. They would rather you locked up. And they have set a lot of people up as a result of that. So when this question was posed on Night Court by the brother Troy Williams, and it passed by the jury 12-4, I believe, it was just something to think about that I didn't consider. And that happens a whole lot. Even with Norbs, when Norbs used to have his show. I forgot who that dude he had on there with him. That didn't work. Co-hosts never seem to work in battle rap. Some in other fields too, possibly. But in battle rap, it definitely don't work. A lot of people sometimes, man, get caught up into... Man, I seen many groups break up as a result of this type of stuff. I remember, like, New Edition, one of my favorite groups. When they be going to do their shows, you see people with different signs. One person holding a sign of Bobby, another person holding a sign of Ralph, another person holding a sign of somebody else, and then other people get jealous, like, I'm good too. Why they holding up signs of them? You know what? I'm going to show them, so they get attitude problems, causing strife and contention among the group, because your intention really is to want to show people how good you really is apart from them, which leads to going solo and, because you want to be the center of attention. A lot of stuff come in play. Same thing with David Ruffin and the Temptations. I mean, many groups have fell apart as a result of that. Pride and arrogance and things like that. And that's why, man, when you do have co-hosts, you just want to make sure that the relationship is genuine, that it's real. Shouts out to Butterfly and Show Off to some degree. I know they still rolling, They still rolling, so it is what it is on that. I know Uncle Rob, 15 Minutes of Fame, he used to have different people that used to be co-hosting on his stuff, and some of them came and went. Hip hop is real too. Some of them came and went too. Before he had the boy No Bars, and them, it was some other people there too, and some of them came and went. Math, My Expert Opinion. Some of them people came and went. Knowledge and Misfit. He got rid of y'all. Tell y'all, no, man. Why that be, man? You know, but I mean, again, a lot of things play into the equation of that. And it's just an example of how divided we are as a people, man. It's no one answer for that. You know what? It is one answer for that. And you know why so much backstabbing, betraying? You know why so much division, strife, and contention? You know why co-hosts don't really survive when it comes to battle rap? And for the most part, anything else in the world. Do you know why? Because a person really don't know God. When you know God and you have respect for the Lord Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for all your sin, you begin to understand and appreciate life better. As a person, you tend to want to have respect for life. You tend to want to do better. You tend to want to see others do better. You tend to want to come together and put aside differences and learn how to work. And if people had that mentality and people live to please God rather than searching for the honor and pleasure of pleasing one another, we'll be better off. And with that being said, I believe that is the problem of why it's so much division. Because when God is not the center, then the enemy is there for division. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth.